Hey y'all, we gonna do something so very different. I'm gonna give y'all some time before we even get started. Spirit has let me shaking right now. I'm not even kidding. I literally just got these. I went through them and I feel like every neuron in my brain is firing right now. So I'm not kidding. Cover your heads for this. You're gonna need to. This is wild. This is wild. In my opinion, I was led to this deck. 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 It is wild. Like, I'm literally shaking right now. Like, shaking. This is the wildest thing I have ever experienced with a deck of cards in my life. I am literally like, okay, I'm gathering myself. I'm sitting down. I'm going to give it a few more minutes before I do this. Feel free to talk, chat, whatever, but this is real. And if you don't have a visceral reaction to what you're about to see and experience, then you are not at this stage of the journey yet, and that's okay. But feel free to go back and be triggered. Because wow, 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 wow. Hello. Yes. Yes, I don't know if any of you have ever come across the white light oracle before, but it's some potent-ish. It's some potent-ish. Whoo, like, I'm trying to gather myself. Like, there's so much energy coursing through my body. Holy crap. Holy crap. I'm gonna turn the overhead light on because for the live, it doesn't show the actual flash for whatever reason. Good, 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 good. I'm glad you did that. I'm so very glad you did that. I am fucking shaking. Like, this is wild. So I'm nervous to do this again so soon, but we're gonna go. We're gonna go. So the very first card, and I'm not even gonna talk through this. I promise. I'm just gonna show these and be paused because it's wild. The card reads Magnetism of Eros. Now this is Latin. I am not going to say every one of these because I don't speak Latin and I know words are powerful. And what these images have done is more than enough. So this is at your own risk. Whichever one of you is trying to get me to move faster, stop it. For those of you who have worked with Lumerian seed crystals, you know who you are. Ooh, ooh. Okay, okay. I don't know. Y'all tell me if that's for everybody in a second. The emerald tablets. It's like speed reading the emerald tablets. This is where things get interesting, or they did for me. That was interesting. Breathe. There's causing tension with this. I feel it. You're both welcome. That's because this is some powerful stuff. I can't help it. That's why I'm not even talking. I knew there would be major interference with this. That's why I warned you. You got to cover your heads. You got to deal with this one. This is big. Oh, trust me. This is a soul-altering imagery. It really is. This is like watching the Yellow Submarine on some real high-level spiritual stuff. It's wild. Hi, Tanya. Yes, told you. Ooh, ooh. These cards feel like they activate your light bodies. Like, it's wild. Do y'all remember the Lionsgate portal we went through? Do you? These cards I laid out over here gave me the most reaction as I was showing you the cards. Now give me a second so I can scroll. Good. I can't help the interference, but you can feel it. That's why I said today's a day to really honor, cover your head, give respect to the Most High, because this is real. So many people have stepped out and stepped up on the path, and the armor is there, and I feel it. It's there's so much palpable energy. I want to see what these frequencies are. Now I know a lot of us listen to sound activations and meditations. The 741 I'm familiar with. They are higher vibrations. I believe that's like maybe throat. Oh no, it's looking like heart chakra. But I thought five might be lower heart chakra. But 9 has definitely got to be crown or third eye. Like, I am antsy with energy. It is wild. Absolutely wild. What did y'all think? Beautiful. Made for love? Yeah, right? Right. 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 That's why I said, for those who are on the path of the higher initiate, I had a strong feeling that these cards would invoke the same sort of energetic responses in your own body, in your own energetic fields. I've never, like I said, I was led to these cards. I literally created an image of myself using a wolf background the other day, and it was right before I came across. I was like, holy crap, there are no coincidences. Ooh. Thank you, Tanya. Yes, trembling. You feel the same energy. Yes. Yes, indeed. So Solve Poloti says for 741 hertz, right? Tune into your heart and you will be able to find your way through any negative or toxic situation. Engage in self-healing and space clearing. Commit to regular practice that help you connect to your inner light. Your light shall not be overcome by any darkness or negativity. Take time to clean your heart and mind of negativity by focusing on the divine beings that bring you joy to your heart. It is a purpose and access it daily. Whew. I literally, meditation's important. And I literally was doing heart space meditation. That's how I started my day. Trying to raise that vibration, clearing the clutter, standing the path of the goddess, truly engaging with beings who love me unconditionally, and taking a stance of only interacting with those energies that love me unconditionally. It has been powerful, to say the least. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I challenge you all to only engage with anyone and anything that only loves you unconditionally. Challenge it. You will know. Ask the very important question. Okay. So it says, we live in an age of heightened environmental, emotional, and spiritual pollution. During such a world age, it takes more work to experience clarity, purity, and originality. Often, the bulk of our challenge is simply warding off further negative influences and attempting to dislodge the toxins permeating our energy fields. See how the messages are concurrent today? How the other message we did, the other reading we did today, it's the same. There are people holding or attempting to hold on to your light bodies. It is now time to release, release, release. Oh, woo, my whole body's lit up in chills. This is incredible. Ooh. Whew. Psychologically, physically, and emotionally, the onslaught continues with chemical toxins and foods, polluted oceans, which contaminate sea life, and the bombardment of magnetic radiation. When technological developments lack, wait, commensurate wisdom. Okay, lacks commensurated wisdom. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Such is the current case. Progress contains a shadow side of harm to our planet and her creatures, including us humans. Higher beings are loving and faithfully working to assist souls in their transition from fear to love-based inner orientation, that navigational beacon, doing things for the greater good of the all opposed to the one. It really is a possible thing. You don't have to hoard, because if I don't have, what is that crazy saying? More for them means less for me, and that's not true. That is a global lack mindset. We don't have to hoard. We don't have to overly consume. We don't have to be careless. We don't have to follow the status quo. The president literally just lifted the ban that kept these big companies from dumping in the oceans. We as a people must do something about that. We go to the beaches, we go to the shores. Every summer we flock. What are you putting your bodies in? What are you putting your children in? What is it? Challenge it. Do not let these things go. It's these things, how you stand up for Gaia, how you stand up for yourself and the generations to come, and how you respect the generations that came before, by just showing gratitude, mercy, and respect for what it is that we are guardians and caretakers to. It is really coming from a heart-centered space, opposed to how does this serve me as an individual, when really longevity for all serves us all as individuals. Remember, we are here on a mission of love, and love is so, so true. Oh man. Whoo. I'm excited. I'm excited. And can I tell you that the lady, she made both these decks. Alana Fairchild, big ups to her, and the divine inspiration that came upon her and the illustrators to put this out. Yes. Whoo. Okay. Let me see. I'm so excited. Oh, it's crazy right now. Woo. It says to become strong enough to ward off further negative influence and reverse the toxic culture within themselves and our world. A shift is available for hearts willing to exchange the constant battle with relentless negativity for a source of light, love, and peaceful abiding on this planet. Right? When the hearts reside in an inner place of purity, they are able to bring unconditional love and spacious primordial wisdom into the world for the spiritual benefit of all beings, with the positive enthusiasm for the healing of all beings. To be around such hearts instills peace and relaxation, hopefulness and vitality within the soul. It says the frequency of 741 hertz brings things up. Soft paluti is a Latin expression which means to clear pollutants and toxins. Make that your daily mantra, okay? Seriously, look at that. One more time. Screenshot it if you have to. Make that your daily mantras. And look, 7 likes. Tanya gave me $7.77. Look at that. Quadruple sevens, boop. That's how we do that. That's how we do that, right? Right. No accidents. Much love. Yes. Oh, man. This frequency focus on clearing, freeing the whole, the negativity, and allowing the natural way of bright, beautiful manifestations to unfold. The frequency works to clear infections and electromagnetic radiation from the body. It also attunes one to the harmonics of the quantum field, the reorganizing principle of the higher self, which knows what you are and how to dislodge the and disengage from that which is inauthentic and obstructive to your radiant being. When the oracle appears in a reading, it is a call to clear yourself in space in ways that feel affirming, inspiring, and beautiful for you. Trust that no matter how much gunk the ego-driven actions of humans might generate, willing human hearts. May all such hearts join with spirit and with each other to clear and bless all. Oh man, that's so beautiful. There's a lot of information. It really is a lot of information. And it actually correlates to the owl spirit, the frequency of the higher, because you know the owl is stealthy, it moves even in the darkness, so you can even be attuned in the darkness. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, right, I will fear no evil. Right, right. The owl is represented by the goddess. The goddess is who? What deck did we use earlier? Isis. Let the wisdom of Isis be upon you. Oh no, I clicked it actually. But they go back to back, the owl spirit. But I don't believe in accidents like that. Okay. Now, I'm just going to say this, right? Because a while ago when I did the Matrix reading, right, the trilogy, we were breaking that stuff down. I wanted to know what Seraph had to do with the whole play because he was a light worker. He battled the dark forces, but he was a light worker. I don't know if y'all caught that about Seraph, but the bull was bad and he learned to test the spirit. Remember when Neo showed up talking about I'm the one, and he was like, oh, I just had to make sure. Right. So I want to figure out the frequency of Seraph at 963 hertz. It says, practice connecting to the joy that is always deep within you. Pay attention to what brings you exquisite delight. If you don't know what that is, you are guided to experiment and explore. Connecting to the joyful capacity of your heart will heal so much negativity and uncertainty. Let your heart relax. Allow the spiritual grace that wishes magic. Wow, it's the angelic realm. It really is. The seraphim and are angelic beings of extremely high vibration. They are angelic mystics in constant devotion and adoration of the divine. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Ooh. Mums, sorry. When we passionately fall in love with a divine face of luminous grace, whether it be a person who has entered our lives as if they've dropped straight from heaven onto earth, or we feel our heart awakening to new depths of love and meditation with our spirit guides, we are in harmony with the seraphim. When we go through a struggle, we are somehow fortunate enough to recognize the protective and healing action of divine grace intervening on our behalf. We can shift to such gratitude. We just want to kiss the sky and sing a love. I do that on a regular basis. I really do. What's that song by not Russ? I sing that to God. I do. I sing that to the universe. As I like, yes, I'm a fool for yes, yes, yes. I don't. Oh yes, I love that song. First time, like I think the third time I heard it, it resonated like that. I was like, I feel like they're singing to the divine. Like, anyway. Sorry, I lost my place. Then it says, then we are in touch with our own inner seraph. Some egos project their narcissistic wounding and lack of romantic imagination onto spirit, concluding that the divine must be rather vain if he wants swarms of angels flying about constantly singing its praises. They don't understand that the divine acts for love so it can give of itself to us. When we feel love, when we are in love, our hearts are open and receptive. The divine isn't interested in praises for its own sake, are opened by it. Now marinate on that for a second. Right, because it flows so free. When you have a beautiful experience, fall in love, enjoy the best meal of your life, see a film that awakens your mind, do you not want to tell others about it? Our world can seem a bleak and spiritually barren place. We need jubilant, mystical hearts who know the secret of esoteric ecstasy and are divinely drunk in their celestial communion, right? Bring a whole new meaning to being drunk in love, right? Exactly. We need to see them happily stumbling about as love-struck fools, starting our intellects with their brilliant ramblings, opening our hearts with their purposeful passion. We too need such loving delight with the divine, so we cannot help but want to call forth in wondrous gratitude and declare our love from the rooftops for all to hear and feel. This oracle brings a message straight from the divine to you. Let me love you. How you like that? Your parents, the universe, source said, let me love you. Can you let me love you? Is that possible? Will you let me take care of you? Just saying. Open your hearts to receive. The tone 963 hertz unlocks the radiant luminosity of your light body. This body of light is the inner essence of your physical structure and yet is not constrained by it. Your light body is your internal interface between the spiritual plane and the physical plane. It is where healing, bliss, and inspiration flow unimpeded. The higher worlds, transmit consciousness raising light codes directly into your body of light, affirming your original soul note and preventing the ego from obscuring your spiritual light so that you can manifest your most authentic path. Oh, that's deep. Wow, no accidents. This continues on talking about telepathic communications between your light body and the divine, your inner spirit and spirit itself. Tune into that frequency so you can hear the divine more clearly, more concisely. Get out all the muckety muck from this realm, all the negative whatever. Tune in. 963 hertz. YouTube has all of these. All of these. Okay? Epsilon modulation. Let's see what that's about. I feel like it's opening and dealing with blockages deep in the heart space and all of the actual chakras is what that looks like. Clearing out the biggest clutter in your heart space. Seriously, there's some wounds. Absolutely. I can admit it. I've been purging. My body like has been physically purging negativity. Like I've been guided to watch a lot of different things that I'm not going to bore y'all with, but when you watch things with an open heart and with your metaphysical mind, you learn a lot more. You're triggered and then you're supposed to think about what's happening. And so, yes, the purge continues. There's always shadow work to do, but you have to recognize that there's always shadow work to do. Epsilon modulation says, gather your energies and go deep within to regenerate. Let your actions match your inner rhythms, rather than trying to force yourself to keep the pace with external cues. Commit to your own natural timing and pace as you ground and connect to your center. You will realize your spiritual power to be at a cause in any situation of concern. You have such goodness and light within you. Let go of shaming or blaming. Embrace the spiritual beauty within. Sounds like a pause is coming. A spiritual pause. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. They're going to get your ass like... I'm not even going to say all of that because, again, that would be feeding into the negativity. You know what that does for you. You know what it is to run yourself ragged. You know what exhaustion feels like. You don't want those things. Take care of your entire vessel. Body, mind, soul. It's a whole unit. Treat it as such. Honor who you are. If you need a day, take a day. It's real simple. Let no one be your boss unless we're talking about source itself. You have free will. Never forget that. Eternally exercise that. You're going to have to be kind to yourself. Give yourself patience to develop these newfound gifts, these newfound talents, because there are spiritual upgrades coming. Seriously, they're coming. Those are you ready to take the next step. As we said in the reading earlier that I posted, the path of the higher initiate, there are gifts that come along with it, but you got to take your time with it. They must tax your energy body more than what you're used to. You must take your time. Respect your own personal limitations. Respect what your higher self is telling you. Trust the voice. Trust your higher self. Trust the messages from Source. Right. I like that. One more. The pathway for your spiritual fulfillment and the sacred manifestation of your purpose is not necessarily logical and will evolve organically. The skillful and unpredictable workings of the Mother Earth are supporting your soul's journey unconditionally, following up on inspired ideas and allowing for unexpected shifts in direction are integral to the manifestation of your soul purpose. Commit to an idea that feels good to your heart. Even if it seems improbable or unattainable, it will manifest successfully. Wow. Stop sitting on your butts. You're being divinely guided to do something. There's some hidden talent that you're getting cues from. Maybe you're taking walks and you're picking up things. I don't know. Whatever it is, follow through. Commit to it. Learn. The environment's telling you something. Say, for instance, right, there are detours, right, in your neighborhood, right? Say the bus was supposed to go this way, or, driving, and you ended up having to go a little bit out of your way because a water main burst or something. The earth shifted, right? There's a reason for that. Don't get upset. Say thank you in those moments and follow it. There's a reason why Mother Earth is stepping in, why she's intervening in your day. You know what I mean? It's little things. Or if you're on a country road and a farmer goes by with a herd of sheep and you're stuck there for a little bit, there's a reason for that. Or if fog rolls in and you're not supposed to take off and you push through and you ignore her interception, the divine intervention. Slow down. Take the signs and symbols that she's giving you. Maybe that detour takes you past your old neighborhood. Maybe it triggers an old wound you didn't even know you still had lingering about. Identifying the work. Everything is designed to grow you at a spiritual level. Call back all those fragments of yourself that you left behind. Each day, each moment is utilized for the greatest good of all, especially your own. Just saying. Is by accident. Not when you're vibrating and operating out of these high frequencies. Not when you're communing with angels. Not only are they guiding you, protecting you, they're whispering to you. Be grateful. Stay in a space of gratitude. This reminds me of a prophet I met years ago. Years ago. I need someone to actually separate this tape because messages come to you the way they're supposed to. But anyway, the man spoke English, but he had a heavy accent. But there was a woman translating his words into another language simultaneously. And so that's what you hear on the tape. So it's a little hard to get it clear. So I would like the audio separate the two vocal tracks. Anybody out there with them skill sets, let me know. Anyway, I was impatient. I was just impatient and I was ready to go. But I wasn't going to leave. But I was going to step outside to have a cigarette. I was like, okay, this like it's going to be gone for a little while longer. And the moment I stood up, he turned his gaze to me and began to prophesize over me. And the message is personal, so I'm not going to share that. But we ended up driving this gentleman, the prophet, to his lodgings for the evening. And this man stayed in this space of absolute, genuine gratitude and thanksgiving. Like he was operating on a different level. Like I wasn't there yet. I didn't know, but I wasn't, not envious, but I was like, I wanted that. But in the purest way possible. You can't be envious of another person's faith. But what it did was open me up to the possibilities of being in such an ecstatic state. Just that was like, wow, that's possible. Like I've always been a person of faith, but his faith was inspirational. I don't know if you've ever, some people got the older women at their church and acquired different things and they inspire them, but this man was legit. He was authentic with it. He was literally just mumbling to himself, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. Like every little thing that you could be grateful for, he was quietly, just a minor mumble. But I could make it out. I got a dog here, okay? Right? I could hear him. I was like, wow. Wow. And I asked a question. I didn't want to bother him because it was like a real admirable thing. I was like, no, who am I to interfere with his thanking the Lord? And no. But I was led to ask the questions that I did ask. This frequency. That's where he was. He was at 963. That's where we all need to be, at 963. Clear the heart clutter at 741, right? Then listen. Listen to the angels sing. That's like one of my favorite Christmas songs. Home Alone in the church. The choir, the kids singing, that is exactly to me what the seraphim sound like. Like just beautiful children singing. Like all the kids' choirs of history, like singing simultaneously to the Most High in the most beautiful a cappella that you can imagine. It's like, oh man, it's beautiful. But that's what I hear when I tune my ears to those frequencies. Because why wouldn't it be children, beautiful voices of angelic babes singing? Why not? The innocence, the pureness, the innocence. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Ooh. I'm so excited for those of you who this resonates with. I really, really am. Because this is no small feat. This is no small feat. When you under this level of attack, trust me, you on to some big, big things. Just know that. Know that. But you're not under attack, but you're under attack, but you're not under attack. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Oh yes, she's here. Yes, yes, she is. And Mystic, I saw your video. That's powerful. It all coincides. She's here. This is the great rebirth. This is why the attack on women has been escalating. We went from being like equals into a full-fledged onslaught, but that's because the divine feminine was making her ascent or to us. She was coming. Just saying. They fear it. But that's because a negative spin has been placed on it. You know, like, I know women, you know about your womb space. But men, I don't know if you really know about your womb space. You have one. It's not the same. It's in the same roundabout location, much smaller, but it's an energy point. It's the energy that connects you to the divine creatrix, to the mother herself. It's that space of infinite power and creation and manifestation. That's the healing of the sacred yoni of all. The removal of all the abuse that has taken place. All the lies told about the divine feminine. And we are here as high priests and high priestess to usher in this information, to bring people to it. The Queen of Heaven is returning. You must feel her presence. There is nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. That's why I said those of you who work with Lemurian seed crystals, pull them out, clean them, charge them. For reals. For reals. Like, ooh. You're going to finally get it to you. You weren't ready. You couldn't receive. You were all too polluted. Now you can receive the message. Now they'll give you access to that information. Now that you know that it flows freely. The crystals just act as keys of activation. Ooh. Wow. Wow. Power-ups. This is beautiful. I love my angels. I really do. I feel y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do y'all think about all of this? Come on, let me get some feedback. What's going on? This is a live for a reading, for a reason. Wow. Woo. Primordial. And all the cards, I do like the way folks use them, and I wanted to see. But these I was divinely guided. The Isis deck and the Archetypes deck. That is some powerful stuff. Because we are progressing. We are absolutely progressing. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. We are there. We must remove all the low vibes. No more hate. It cannot abide. Blessings. Good. 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 It's wild. Woo. Y'all, this has been fantastic. I'm so excited. I really am. We're going to do more with these cards. You know, I'm going to let all that marinate. Whew. Good. Good, Simone. Like, you can feel it. Like, it's incredible when you're in pure energy, when you really shake off the negative vibrations, those low vibrations. So what if you can use them? Why would you want to use such things? Until we gain the quote-unquote wisdom of Solomon, I don't think anyone should be playing with those energies. You know, until the Divine Mother herself reveals how you should use those energies. She was a conjurer, you know, and so why would we play with things that we're not ready for? That's how I look at that. Unconditional love is such a, it's the most powerful tool. The most powerful tool. Ooh. the healer, the river, the queen, the flame, the anima mundi. It's funny because I believe even in this deck here, the White Light Oracle, there is a reference to the anima mundi as well. So the information is concurrent and important. As a light worker, you are a healer. It really is simple, very simple. You are a healer. But what needs to be healed right now are parts of yourself. See the serpent, the three-headed serpent? Tracing back the origins of all the vile and venoms, all the things that have caused toxicity in one's life. Mm, mm, mm. Again, energy alignment, healing the energies. Message is so consistent. The river, look. See how at the river there's the reflection of a horse running wild and free with no rider. Time to cleanse away the wild, wash away. No one's saying to be tame, but there's a difference from being uninhibited and unencumbered, than just being wild. Knowing that you have divine protection allows you to live your life in the fullest sense, not in a boastful manner, but shaking off the old persona, cleansing away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It's like it's a five-sided object, right? So it's a pentagon? Yeah, pentagon. But pentagon, pentagram, see how it's upside down. Cleanse away the negativity. Go to a river. Yeah, actually. A moving body of water. Renewing yourself a clean spirit. Some of you have already done what you've already done it. You felt the urge to take a spiritual bath, to cleanse yourself. For those of you who have not, go ahead and do it. This full moon energy. This full moon in Leo, I don't know, man. I don't even want to get into that, but that's what I feel strongly. I feel like for those of you who are on this path of the higher initiate, by this full moon, you're going to see a peak and an escalation in your powers and gifts. Like, it's just going to be, you're going to feel it like flame on. The flame. This is why it's going to be very important to do the meditation to protect your energy. Really. See the visual of the pyramid? The light grid? Yeah. You and all your chakras need to be safely inside of it. This is important. You're going to be like fresh meat. Like, for real. I gotta look that up, the Anima Mundi, because that just, not one of the last cards, yeah. It says the Anima Mundi epitomizes the principle, accept all, reject none. Simply put, it is the living soul of the world and all of its multifaceted, multidimensional layers bonded together by loving cosmic forces. Diversity is celebrated, multiplicity is honored, and nothing is denied. Embrace. Constructs of separation dissipate into the wonderful mess of shared consciousness. Anima mundi is the link between the literal and the imaginal, the rational and the mythic. It is the connective fiber that makes life meaningful. This card is an initiation on the level of the soul. See, the messages are consistent. Higher level initiation. This shit's going down. Ooh, full body chills. You will awaken the unique light within and witness how the light contributes to the radiance of the entire universe. You will sense yourself as a critical note in the cosmic orchestra. Destiny is altered as you hear the enchanted melody of all living things. It says Anima Mundi is the energy behind the World card in the tarot deck. Both carry themes of universal unity, completeness, and embrace. It says to embrace the of Anima Mundi is in excuse me, the embrace of the Anima Mundi is available anytime, anywhere to anyone, day or night. Rich or poor, it is a process of unveiling our resistance to its love. Wow. It says when light, tending to the sacred details of life, when dark, overwhelmed by the bigness of existence. Go deeper. Alchemical drawings of Anima Mundi, the life and paintings of Hema af Klint. Look at this. See the person at the middle? See all the cosmos and the heavens moving around. See the swirl. See the grand design of it all. See how you're a part of the grand design. Cha, 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 cha. Woo! Who much is given, much is required. And look, the bottom of the deck. The storm. Yeah. You have to learn to protect your energy. All of us. Much better. Much better. Your homework is to practice the light pyramid. Seriously. Protect yourselves. That goes for me too. We all have to do better. Light workers, you must protect yourselves. You must take the steps you are divinely guided to take to protect yourselves. Meditation is super duper important. Anytime anything gets you away from it, realize first level spiritual attack. You're not maintaining your force field. Just remember that. Woo. So excited. We're not doing regular tarot, so just to answer that question, nope, not doing it. We on some other stuff right now. We gotta step our spiritual game up. Yes, seriously. Yeah, like it's wild, right? It's real, like dang. I need more on. Like I'm not even one really to cover my head like that, but I tell you one thing. I was like, let me yeah, that feel right. Do the things you're divinely guided to do. Period, point blank. It's little things that show your supplication to the divine, right? That shows your submission, that makes them want to do even more for you. Remember, one of the primary messages was from them, let me love you. Let them show up for you. They got you. There are people, I don't want to say people, there are energies, divine beings fighting for you, going to war for you. So you just got to do what you're guided to do. And stay in this place of knowing that all is right. Meditate, protect yourselves.